So what is Selenium? Selenium is a tool, you can say, which will be using for functional testing. So it will be responsible only for functional testing. It will deal only with the functional parameter of the application.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay, sir.
now we have known that the limitations of Selenium. The first limitation is what? It cannot deal with standalone application.
Sir, 1 minute. Sir, can I note it?
Yeah,
You
sure.
will.
Yeah, you can note it. So the one demerit of Selenium is that it cannot deal with standalone application. So now comes the question, what is standalone application? Like say, for example, if I open calculator, this is a standalone application. Okay.
Okay.
Here, because it is not being, I am not opening it in the web. So it is a application which is already present in the operating system and I am opening from it. So it is a standalone application. So if I open Flipkart, it is being opened in a what browser? So I can test this application using Selenium because it is opened inside a browser, and browser itself is a standalone application for Windows.
Okay.
Right? This
Okay.
particular Chrome browser is itself a standalone application.
Okay.
So what you learned is like only functional of web application can be tested in Selenium.
Okay, sir.
We cannot test a standalone application in Selenium, right?
Okay.
Okay. Now comes the question, like the history of Selenium, how Selenium started and what is the phases and the version of Selenium which came in the market. Okay.
Okay.
So the first thing is which was introduced in Selenium version, like you can say version 1 of Selenium. Like in market, there are multiple applications which you use like PUBG. Let's say for example PUBG.
Okay.
You download it uh, at a time. After that you get a new version. So you update it.
Yes, sir.
The look and feel and the functionality of PUBG application, which is now which we experience now, was not the same which we were experiencing earlier. It was a bit, you can say, is much advanced now than the earlier one
Okay.
because you updated it. If you have been using the old version, you would have been using the same functionality which was present earlier, but now once you have updated, you got the new patch, you got the new version, you get the new functionalities which are added.
Okay.
Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now comes the first version which was introduced in Selenium. Like when Selenium came into market, the first version which was introduced was called Selenium IDE. The first version which was introduced in the market from Selenium, and IDE stands for Integration Development Environment. So it was just a basic feature, you can say, like it didn't have that much, like you can say, features to test all the application and all. So Selenium then introduced a new version, that is Selenium RC. Okay.
Remote
So
control.
Selenium, yeah, Selenium RC, and RC stand for remote control. But let me say, what are the demerit of this version
Okay.
of Selenium RC and Selenium ID? Okay. So like for example, say Selenium ID, that was basically, you can say, is a record and playback tool. Let's say for example, we are recording a particular login application. Let's say for example, this particular application we recorded in Selenium ID.
Okay.
Okay, here I gave the email as, let's say example, abc@gmail.com. Okay, and
Okay.
gave password as XYZ, anything which I have entered. Now, if I would have done recording and playback and will run the script in future, let's say for example this particular username and this particular password has been removed from the database.
Okay.
If I would have recorded and used record and playback this, but it will hardcore this particular value of email and password. If
Okay.
in future this gets deleted from the database, the functionality is working fine, but my script will fail.
Okay.
Got my point?
Yes, sir.
So this is now record and playback in automation testing, right? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This now is audible, right? Clearly.
Yeah, it's clear audible, sir.
Yeah. So why it's not a good practice? Because the thing is, like if we record and playback, and if that particular hard-coded value, like say for this email ID and password get deleted from the database, or it become irrelevant, or it get expired, then the particular test case will fail. But my functionality is working fine, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So this is the major disadvantage which don't permit me to be 100% accurate for my automation testing.
Okay.
Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now came in picture is Selenium WebDriver, which we will be using and which will be learning in our current
Version.
classes. Okay. So this is the most advanced version where you can write every code by yourself without any record and playback feature. You can do debug, you can write code, you can do everything here.
Okay.
You can parameterize your data, you can do everything according to your own need, so that it give you 100% performance according to automation testing. Okay, now what happened is, like you can say, we have, like, let's say for example this Flipkart only, it need to be tested in n number of environment, minimum 100 or 200 environments. Okay,
Okay.
so that when you open it in any environment, it behave in the same way.
Okay.
So for that purpose, Selenium Grid was introduced, where there is a parent cover where the code is pushed, which we have developed, and there are n number of nodes which act as child for it, and in n number of nodes we have different environments where that parent code is run in them. So simultaneously it's get run, and simultaneously we can get a result of its run, like which is behaving properly in what environment. Like say for example, you can see some site there, particularly the site job sites. You can see below that site it is written, it best work in Chrome 13 in Windows 7 or IE 13 in Windows 10. It is written like that. You have noticed it?
Sorry, sir.
There are some site in which it would have mentioned in bottom or top some note, like the work best works, this site best works in Windows 10 in Chrome above 83.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have noted it.
You have noticed it? So
Yeah, I have noted.
there, hmm, so there they what they have done is they have tested their particular application in only a few particular environments, which they mention it out there. So for if means we can expect their application to perform perfectly well only in those environments, because they have tested it only on those environments. But Flipkart, Amazon, being such big site, they cannot mention it that you only open it in Chrome 83 and above in Windows 10.
Okay.
It is expected to open in every environment, in every version, in every environment, in every browser.
Okay.
You got my point? So
Yes,
there
sir.
comes the, so there Selenium Grid comes into picture, where you have to test the particular application in n number of environments. If you don't do it, like say for example, I only test it in Android Chrome and desktop Chrome, I left iOS Safari. it may happen that a particular functionality which is working perfectly fine in these two platforms may not work perfectly in that platform. As like an Apple user may not able to place an order end to end, although it is working fine and is tested in desktop Chrome.
Okay.
Got my point?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got it.
So if the functionality working fine in one environment, that doesn't mean that it will be working fine in other environments. So there big firms like Flipkart, Amazon, Paytm, which is expected to work perfectly in every environment, they use Selenium Grid. Got my point?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got it, sir.
But companies like us, or like you can say companies like third tier companies, we don't need that much of heavy testing. We get application which normally get tested max to max in 5 to 10 environments. So we can normally carry it out a testing in Selenium WebDriver. So they generally use Selenium WebDriver for their purpose.
Okay.
What my point?
Yes, sir. So basically, sir, in this type of organization, they're only using Selenium WebDriver, but
Yeah. The point. Yeah, the point is like you need to write the code in Selenium WebDriver only. Selenium Grid is a server where you can host the code which you are repeating in Selenium WebDriver, and it will be ran in multiple nodes for different environments. Got my point?
okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So,
Got it, sir.
so yeah. So thing is the problem of record and playback was overcome in Selenium WebDriver, and Selenium WebDriver has an advantage. Like if you are a guy from Ruby background, if you're a guy from .NET background, if you're a guy from Java background, you're a guy from any background, that Selenium supports every language.
Okay.
Okay, Ruby guy can also write script in Selenium. Java guy can also write script in Selenium. A .NET guy can also write script in Selenium. It supports multiple languages.
Okay.
Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is the basic introduction of Selenium. So to write Selenium script, what is the major thing is XPath, because once we know XPath, then only we can use it for writing Selenium scripts.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Got it.
Yeah. So you can say this is the basic feature, like where you will be using Selenium. Selenium is also a free source, like you can download it anytime and use anywhere you want. But you can uh, like search multiple solution in Google if you want.
Okay.
Yeah, but there will be no team to provide a solution because it's a free source.
Yes, sir.
Got my point?
Yes, sir. Got it.
Yeah. Okay, this is pretty much for Selenium introduction. So next video will be carrying out the next path, and after that we'll be going for Selenium scripting.